today is the day. Did the math earlier. Only 1.13 miles to go. Let's get it. There it is. 1,000 miles for the year. 2020 sucked for a lot of reasons, but I mean, I guess it doesn't make it great just because I ran 1,000 miles. But I did it. Still ran 1,000 miles. Anyways, I got like 5 more miles to go. We'll talk about it later. So I definitely want to talk about running 1,000 miles for sure. Got to throw some love out to my friend Kayla Jeter, who totally inspired and motivated me to even start doing the running. But first, there are 2 super cool things going on with number 6 with cheese today that I got to knock out. Actually, it's just one thing that's probably only kind of cool to you guys, but is awesome to me. And another thing that I'm just super stoked for. Sean and I are getting on the 92 KQRS radio show this morning with the legendary Hall of Fame radio morning DJ Tom Bernard. Shout out to our agent Dana. Got us on Tom's podcast, where me and Sean were obviously so charming and so funny that Tom had no choice but to ask us to come on his morning radio show.
Do you each have a couple of favorites and a couple of things that you didn't really care for?
There's a thing called the sushi burrito. They just wrap some fish up in some seaweed and try to serve it to you like it's delicious, and I promise you it's not.
Yeah, I've seen those before.
I literally, we only got a couple of minutes left here, but I definitely want Dana to tee up the KQ. You guys should be on the KQ Morning Show. We have tons of listeners to that show.
We've only got about 10-15 minutes before the radio morning show starts. So I'm just going to get this set up and then go refill my coffee. And then me and Sean are going to be in the morning radio in Minnesota.
Ladies and gentlemen, number 6 with Cheese, a comedy web series featuring Corey Wagner and Sean Ely. The duo met at Second City Conservatory Improv Training in Chicago and have since collaborated on over 1,000+ food reviews. Have you guys ever heard of the Juicy Lucy? You ever heard of that hamburger?
Oh, yeah. We had Sean's dad pop on an episode and cook us up some. He's a one heck of a cook.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my dad's been a butcher for 40 years, and he is no stranger to the kitchen, obviously. And he loves making a Juicy Lucy. But you know what? He took credit growing up. He called it like the Sloppy Ron or something.
Corey, Sean, we got to get you to town, man. Thank you so much for sharing your Friday with us.
Oh, thanks for having us on. This is so much fun. We appreciate it. Can't wait to come and visit.
Yep, we'll talk again soon. Thank you very much. Have a good day, fellas.
That was awesome. Dude, thanks a ton to 92 KQRS in town for having us on the radio. That was really fun. All right, now for that other cool thing I was telling you I had to do today. Sean and I just changed up our entire process for merch. So we used to store and ship all of our merch out of Kylie and my apartment. And we just recently made the switch. We're using a distribution center now. ShipBob, they have been awesome so far with the whole onboarding process. So our new merch that we just had a drop for, we already mailed that. That went straight from the production line to ShipBob. So yeah, our 2 new shirts, if you haven't seen those, they're awesome. Let me show you real quick. Hamburger logo shirt, super sick, looking fresh. Got the Monday Drunk shirt, looking sick, love this design. So both these 2 shirts, we've already sent to ShipBob. And then we've got all of our old shirts. Jump cut shirt, absolute classic. Pocket shirt, ultra dope. And the Sure I'll Have a Drink shirt, so sick. So all the old shirts, all the old merch, it's still stored in my apartment. So we gotta mail those to ShipBob. The thing is we're gonna save a ton of money if we pre-package them in our poly mailers before we send them to ShipBob. And also we've got to barcode them. Thing is, I've never made a barcode before, so I have no idea how this is gonna work. But yeah, about to figure that out real quick. All right, so I think I figured out how to do this whole barcoding. Check this out. All right, so I got this barcode scanner on my phone, right? All right, so there's the barcode. If we hold this barcode scanner over top of that, boom, super quick, and look at that. Medium jump cut shirt, just like that. Dude, that's sick. I didn't know I'd be able to figure that out. So, all right, guess I gotta pack all these shirts up, put these barcodes on, and send them to Ship Bob. Stoked about getting the merch all bagged and barcoded. Didn't know how to do that this morning. I messaged Sean on Slack, and he said he's taking a shot of Malort in honor of the work we got done today, so here we go. It's been a while since I've done Malort. Want one?
Hell no. Is that in your mind? I'm not drinking that shit fucking alcohol. That's the only alcohol. If I don't drink that alcohol, is nasty, bro.
Alright, let's talk about all these miles I've been running. Go on, tell me that squeaky toy. That noise is annoying, it's not my fault. What am I supposed to do? Just ignore this cute, amazing beast? Well, let me just pick you up, actually. Come here. Yes. She just got the thing. She got. So that's what this is about. Anyways, so yeah, like I said, I gotta give credit to my friend Kayla. She's awesome. Kayla Jeter. Let me make sure I got her Instagram right. All right, so Kayla, follow her on Instagram. It's Fit and Full Kayla. She is awesome. Like a D1 first team All-American athlete. Like she's the truth, bro. And also just a super dope human being. So like, I guess it was like 2 years ago, she put this thing on Instagram where it was like a challenge to run 100 miles for the summer. Well, let me just show you. Let me figure out a better way to tell the story on how I got to this 1,000 miles. Alright, so here's how it goes. This is me, by the way. This is just a little running Corey Wagner with a scary face. Put him right here. This May of 2018 is when she put the challenge out, right? I hadn't really ran much for the 5 years before that. And I'm dumb, bro. I'm like, alright, this is what you'll see. So I start running. My muscles are feeling good. My lungs are feeling good. Then right about here, about 2 months in, my joints just feel like mashed potatoes, bro. They just don't want to do anything anymore. So I gotta take these next 2 months, I don't get any miles in. Let my bones rejuvenate. I cruise right along and boom, I actually get up. I run 400 miles. I'm like, well, that's sick. You all right? Hold on, the dog's toy went under the couch. Give me 1 second. It's my first year, I get 400 miles. I'm pretty stoked about it. Then we gotta start back from scratch for year 2. February, 0 miles, March, 0 miles. Then it comes time for April. I start running a little bit. Look at me going along. And like I said, I'm dumb. I'm a dumb, stupid idiot. Completely forget about all last summer, all those trials and tribulations and pain and joint pains. And I just started running a lot of miles again. And guess what? My joints just turned back into mashed potatoes. Gotta take a whole nother month off. End of the summer, hit strong. Boom, sometime in November, I got up to the 500 mile mark. January, boom, I get to the 50 mile mark. February, same thing, get to the 50, another 50, so that's a 100 mile mark. So March, we actually had a dope March in Chicago for the first few weeks, obviously. And then, halfway through March, COVID hits. That obviously sucked, but now I'm not going to the gym. This whole time I'm doing all this running, I'm still going to the gym like 6 days a week. So now I can't go to the gym anymore. So I'm like, all right, let me just turn up the running. Now, for the first time, I did it smart. I wasn't gonna let myself do the same mistake I had these last 2 summers where I had these long periods of just not being able to run because of injury. So I started just running a mile, take a day off, 2 miles, take a day off, until I could just run every single day, and bam, then I just took off. Just crushing it, skyrocketing it up here. Well, that was a crappy line. The Sharpie's running out, all right. Trash. Get this out of here. Put that up. Wait. That's a dry erase marker. That ain't gonna cut it. Boom. Look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, 1 1,000 miles I ran in one single year. Now, like I said in a previous video, I know it's not probably a ton of miles. I talked to my friend Molly recently about this. She ran college cross country, so she's like a legit runner. She's telling me her coach runs like 2,000 miles a year. I get it. This is not a lot for a lot of people, but I'm not basing my judgment off a lot of people. I'm basing it off of me. And for someone who tried really hard the first year and got to 400 and was stoked about that, and tried really hard the next year and got to 500, to be able to get to running 1,000 miles in 1 year, this was a huge feat for me. So what are the takeaways? Well, one, I think an important takeaway is, look, I know COVID sucks. I know because of COVID, I wasn't able to go to the gym, which I honestly prefer to be able to like still be working out rather than run all these miles. But you know what? I'm in a high risk home, so I can't do that. It's not worth the risk for me to go to the gym right now. Find the silver lining. If I can't go to the gym, all right, but you know what? Let me go out and run every day. So I think this is a great opportunity to look and say, okay, well, we can turn this around and take something that kind of sucks and turn it into something like an awesome opportunity. 2, do things smart. I was running real stupid the first 2 summers, and it clearly was costing me a lot of miles by injuring myself by not doing things the smart way, trying to push through the pain and end up having to take a couple months off here and there. And yeah, when I'm not injured, I can run a heck of a lot more. So be smart whenever you're doing these things. And 3, you should probably go follow Kayla Jeter. Follow Kayla, bro. She is literally the truth, man. And I appreciate her motivating me. Yeah, follow her. That's my story for how I got to 1,000 miles. Appreciate you guys listening to that. Thanks to the radio show for letting Number 6 with Cheese, me and Sean hop on there today. Thanks Ship Bob for being awesome and storing and shipping out all Sean and I's merch for Number 6 with Cheese. And thanks Kayla for helping me reach this dope goal. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace. Check it out. Here's how many runs I went on this year. So this is January. Boom. Cruising. February. Cruising. March. Cruising. April. Still going. Look at all these. This is all 2020. Still going. I've gone on a lot of runs. Turns out it takes a lot of runs to get to... Dude, how many... This is only... Oh, there's August. We gotta be closing around the end. This is how many runs it takes to get to 1,000 miles. There you go.